in comes the mail memory stick, shot off the little Sony cameras that are still cameras that also shoot video of him getting footage. And I told him not to tell people. We gave him, and then finally he went public who he was, and they went and SWAT teamed him and arrested him and set him up. And they said that because he showed neighbors my film, Dark Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove, that's aired on Trio Network, the footage, that was a real murder of a child and that he did it. This is in the newspaper. That's how, and they got a jury that was so dumbed down, like the Salem witch trials, that they believe Chris Jones had been part of a satanic ritual and had shown people. That's how America operates now. So, a lot of people talk about getting jobs or infiltrating it. It isn't a game. It isn't a game. We have the FBI here. I have all sorts of crap happen to me that I don't even want to get into. This is not a game, folks. This is not a joke. This is not and I kept telling Chris, I said, Chris, you got to stop telling people who you really are. I said, you know, and then he went further. He tried to get a job there again. And that's when they came and arrested him for Bohemian Grove, saying he was killing children. And he's in prison last time I checked. I mean, this is how America operates, folks. I mean, I could take you to a town 10 miles from me where the cops will pull you over, punch you right in the face, and take your wallet and laugh at you. And it's on CNN, and nobody's going to stop them. Let's go ahead and take another call here. Let's go ahead and talk to Kyle in California. Kyle, you're on the air.
Hey, Mr. Jones. How you doing?
Good.
Great segue to bring me in the whole Bohemian Grove thing. What year did you do the Waco? What year did you do that whole film thing for the Waco incident?
Well, it all started like this. We were out there interviewing Branch Davidians to make a documentary. And they were saying, oh, gee, I wish we had a bigger building, because all they had was a tiny shack that held like 10 people. A bigger building so at least the 20 or so survivors could get into it and had the once-a-year memorial. And it was less than 20 survivors. And Mike Hansen was with me. He goes, oh, yeah, we'll do it. And I said, Mike, I don't have the money for that. And he goes, oh, just ask your listeners. It'll be a small little shack. Costs a few $1,000s. Then George Pullian, since deceased, an architect, shows up and draws up this giant thing with 48 columns and holds 400 people. And so the feds can't burn it down. It'll be built out of hardy board. And it's not fancy, but it's big. And so that happened without even my control and just got built. So that's the whole. You're
pretty well known for that, stirring up the feathers. You have a lot of information on a lot of subjects and a lot of.
Yeah, no, I was just filling that in because Wikipedia won't let me spell my name right. They won't let me get my info. And it says I built the Davidian church like I was with Koresh. I never met Koresh. I built a memorial church with a plaque for the officers that died as well. And the media says I am a Davidian who built the thing with Koresh. And it's all lies. USA Today is on Infowars.com that says we're building a memorial church for those that died. But I'm just explaining that that's how the media twists things. People now think I'm a Davidian that was there in the siege and firing with the BATF, and I barely survived, and I was with Al-Qaeda, and it's just none of it's true.
How many years after did you sneak into Bohemian Grove after you did the Waco thing and all that?
A year later.
So you can you explain to me how someone like you can stir up so many feathers or ruffle up so many feathers with the elite, or if you will, the people who control the world? Yeah, I can
explain how the force is with me. I mean, I believe in God. And I'm not comparing myself to Davy Crockett, but have you ever read all his exploits? 100 times the man I am. I mean, look, I'm in the media and I'm doing these things, and I've paid a great price.
Well, who controls the media? The national press, Reuters, and who owns them? The Rothschilds. And you interviewed David the Rothschild, and I mean, it's kind of.
Oh, this is an attack call. Well, let me stop you and actually answer that question. Have you heard that Rothschild interview?
Kind of. I listened to a little bit. I'm really not into the whole eco green thing and whatnot.
Well, you better be, but because they're using that to take over. He put out a book. A children's book about how the polar bears can't swim and all this. So let me tell you how we get big guests. For all the other shows that are lazy and then think we have magical powers, we pick up the phone and we call up and we say, we would like to interview Mr. Rothschild. And she's like, well, he's doing 14 interviews today and 20 tomorrow, but to promote his book, but we can give you 10 minutes on this day. And then you get him on, and then you keep him on, you get in an argument with him. Like, people thought that was staged, that I was at the Republican National Convention and saw David Gergen. Who do you think's at that? Sean Hannity and David Gergen. And you know, I walk up and talk to David Gergen. No, this is real. If you'd get up off your butt and go out and live, I mean, I'm the guy that predicted 9/11. Hold on, put him on hold. I'm going to hold him over. I'm the guy that predicted 9/11. I'm the guy that makes the first 9/11 film. I'm the guy that makes the big Obama film. I'm the guy because I work. I bust my butt. I fight the New World Order. That's how I do it. Okay, I thought you were asking about the Davidians there. Okay, I snuck into Bohemian Grove. I'm the only mission in there to ever get out of there. Okay, and I did it because God is with me. And if he's with you, who can be against you? See, I believe in God. And so the fact that you would attack my credibility as if I'm not the real McCoy, because I got radio producers that know how to pick a telephone up, is baloney. But we'll come back to you with your BS. See, I'm not the bankers taking your life over. I'm the guy waking people up. I'm the good guy. All right, final segment. And I want to hit this final news. DOD training manual describes protest as low-level terrorism. Yes, Kyle in California, I get calls and emails all the time saying, I didn't really sneak into Bohemian Grove, or I'm New World Order this, I'm New World Order that. I am a standalone, self-made, alternative media person who has great supporters that support me. The whole New World Order's coming down on us. I'm fighting everything the bankers are doing. And I guess what you're saying is it's all fake?
No, I'm not saying it's all fake. I would like to explain to you what has become apparent to me, and let me explain my position. I'm a regular. I was born in 1984. I'm 25. I'm a regular person. I live in a small town in Northern California. I'm not
okay, special. Great, but I'm Alex. I mean, I'm just me. You're Kyle. I'm Alex. I mean, I'm here living my life too. I mean, listen. Stop. The establishment wants to tear me down and attacks me with all this COINTELPRO to fool nice people like you, so you won't believe you could be a leader and affect change as well. You could be just as successful as I've been if you'll just keep your head screwed on straight and take action instead of spending all day. Well, then what is the point? What is the point? What are you trying to say? Boil it down. Okay, you're in California. Okay, great. Go ahead.
Cutting me off. Listen.
I'm not cutting you. Hold on a minute. Make your point, man. I mean, what are you trying to say here to me?
How can someone like you keep stirring up feathers and actually even be on the air still when people like Phil Schneider or even John F. Kennedy, who told about secret societies, got captured? Are you more important than these people? I don't think so. Like in 1995, Phil Schneider was talking about the New World Order, and then he got capped or strangled.
So you are saying I'm bad. You are.
Oh, no. I do believe that these people are allowing you to do this. Even if you don't know that they're allowing you to do this and you're ignorant of it, I know who you are.
All right, let me stop you right there. I got to let you go, okay? Look, what are you going to do about the New World Order? Instead of killing the messenger and always doing the mentally ill excuse of, well, they're letting you do it, so I'm not going to fight the New World Order. What does that mean? Absolutely, they've tried to intimidate me. They've tried to buy me off. They've come up and punched me in the nose. They've had the IRS come after me. They've done everything you can imagine. And then some. They tried to call up and mess with my wife, and I've stayed on mission. Okay? And they killed Kennedy years after he fought him. They killed Gandhi decades after he fought him. I'm not Martin Luther King with 3 million people in front of me about to change the whole world. I think you get a little too big of an image of how big I am. I am getting bigger, and it's dangerous, and I don't frankly enjoy it. But it's a catch-22. I got to get even bigger to survive, but then that also is a danger. So regardless, my fruits are good. I've done well. And it isn't just that I don't like being lied about, because I know I'm legitimate. I know I'm for real. It also destroys the image of what I am, an image for others, a model to build and fight tyranny. The globalists are not all powerful. A lot of their own people now are waking up and wanting to join us. We could win. But as we win, people aren't going to believe we can win because the church has been bought off and paid off and told all these lies and that, it's the end of the world and we can't fight evil. Well, let's say it's the end of the world. We have a duty to fight evil. I meant to get to this. Folks, this is important. This is up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. DOD training manual describes protests as low-level terrorism. The Army official training manual given to all military in the Army teaches that any type of protest is terrorism and that all peace protesting supports Al-Qaeda. Same thing we've heard before, but now the Army's taught this. This is mainstream news reporting this. I mean, this is just horrible. And we've got to focus on what that's happening there and get back our Bill of Rights and Constitution and say no to that instead of obsessing all day on how is Alex Jones still alive. I'm alive because if they kill me, it'll make me a hero. Now, at a point where I'm leading movements so big it may challenge them, like a Ron Paul, they may do something to me. Ron Paul said he's in danger, but he's marching forward. We need to support him and realize those that are attacking him are operatives or mentally ill. This is real, folks. I am real. Retransmission starts now at Infowars.com. Get the free podcast. Great job, crew. Back tomorrow live, 11 to 3. Transmission continues on the other side.